Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, and this whole week will be 8-hour days for the first time in a billion years. Now, it looked like we were getting out early yesterday. They're having some mechanical trouble or electrical trouble or some kind of trouble with something yesterday, and we were kind of looking like we might have been home by 12:30, 1 o'clock yesterday. But nah, they fixed it. I'm not kidding. Two of the guys that gotten in here could probably take all them. I'm not kidding. People think, oh, them guys ain't too smart. They can do it, and they work for that company. We got a guy in here who I honestly think that just with the materials in our building could build a shuttle that could go back and forth to the moon in 48 hours. Okay, this guy can fix anything. Okay, I'm not kidding. And but meanwhile, yeah, as I've been telling you all, after this week, I'll be off for 2 weeks. Now, I'm going to try to pop in on you during that time, but I don't know. There's parts of me saying, get the hell out of the house, you fat, lazy bastard. You're starting to get whiter than a, Waycoat, one of them Scotchmen or something, And I've hearing things about Shooty's performance in Barbie, all good things. The thing is, though, I won't find out because I just not interested in the Barbie movie. I'm just no. Neither Lady G or I have any interest in watching the Barbie movie, so I'd rather keep 2 hours of my life away from wasting on something like that. And I'm sure he gave an excellent performance and all that. Like I said, I'll never find out because no, I'm not gonna do it. Wait a minute, we love you. Who? Oh, well, if it's me, thank you. I know. I saw another video for Doomsday. I can't believe they're still going on with this comical adventure. Because I'm sorry, but it's just, I don't want to harp on the actress. I don't want to harp on, but the thing is, no, bad casting choice, A. B, wow, it looks like the costume, you got it out of the backlog of, a thrift store. And so yeah, what is the whole point? Am I supposed to be threatened by the spectacles that only have one lens? That's almost as bad as that guy in Young Frankenstein who has the monocle over an eye patch. Okay, it just didn't work. I'm more threatened by the Pillsbury Doughboy than I am of the version of this Doom version they've shown. But okay, someone's been asking me, now, Sacha Dhawan, like I said, I read this just before I left the house, went on about there's things he's involved with that he can't talk about, and now the speculation's going wild that he might be returning as the Master in RTD's bit. The thing is, folks, like I said, I don't know. With RTD, you never know. I wouldn't be too surprised if he's already, recast the Master. Because, let me see. In one swoop, we got rid of Jodie's outfit. We got rid of Jodie's sonic screwdriver now. All with a magical regeneration magic because he didn't want to put David Tennant in her outfit. Come on, Sacha Dhawan wore it. Had no problems. And, of course, the TARDIS interior suddenly changed, even though Jodie didn't regenerate in the TARDIS. Which, you have to commend her doctor. At least she was smart enough to step outside the doors before she blew up. Okay, now... Yeah, so like I said, it could be another project. I'm not gonna go crazy. What do I think of Greta Thunberg? I think that poor child's been brainwashed by a couple of parents to be used as a puppet for a movement that claims they've got all this credibility. And it's like, yeah, Al Gore was preaching the same stuff and claimed we were going to have no permanent polar ice cap by like 2017 or 2019. Guess what, folks? There's more ice up there than there has been in years. Matter of fact, it wasn't too long after he said that they sent an icebreaker up there to check on to see if any of this was true, and the icebreaker wound up iced in. Kind of tells me it's not panning out. Also, I love how they're telling people polar bears are going to drown like they're dumber than bricks and haven't been living in this environment for, countless thousands of years, their species. For the most part, folks, polar bears don't live on freaking icebergs. They live on mainland and like Alaska, things like that. They don't hang out and live and sleep and breed in the ice fields. So that was a myth. That was a lie. Polar bears are drowning. No, they're not. Their population's actually doing pretty well. So that's why I didn't buy into this. Let's stick our teenage daughter up in front of the UN and do what all the other UN guys do, except we'll get more attention because she's cute. No, the only reason I do hold a slight bit of resentment about Greta Thunberg, and it ain't her fault, is because when Time smacked her face on their cover, that same year, a scientist had come forward with a discovery that could, basically wipe out a lot of the problems with pollution and things like that. They basically discovered she had apparently, like I said, I'm going to have to go look this up because I'm really going off the brain box here. Discovered a microorganism that could break down plastic. Which means you unleash this into the ocean, especially on those big garbage piles, those floating islands everyone's talking about out there. It'll eat them. Just like they've been working on one that'll eat oil that's spilled into the ocean. But whose face went on the cover? Oh, look, I stood in front of the UN and yelled. Folks, UN reps do that all the time. It's like, I just feel bad because I think she's been taken advantage of. So that's my opinion on it. Like I said, I don't hate this person. I don't know this person. I just think she's been manipulated. Like a lot of children are manipulated out there these days to talk about things, they don't know about, using adult language and words. That right there tells me automatically. But a 7-year-old comes out and tells you they want parts of their body cut off because it would make them feel more comfortable. Somebody's told them that. No. Because I'll tell you right now, the one thing I feared was surgery, the doctor and all that. You got children who are on chemo, children who have to go into surgery for cancers and things like that. But no, we want to give free surgery because the parents want to take their child in and have things done to them, which are completely unnecessary. 300 pounds? Huh? She's got, money backing her, so she'll never even have to pay it herself. So, like I said, I don't like to hate on people or anything like that. I really don't, because I don't know her circumstances. I just have this gut feeling she's been manipulated by her parents to take on this great mission that, I'm sorry, but if you really want to know what most of my opinion is, look up George Carlin, Saving the Planet. Because he called all this shit years ago. No, they're what do you call it? If I remember, I think they're environmental activists or something like that. Just like shutdown is what we call when they shut the plant down for 2 weeks for maintenance. They usually do it the first 2 weeks of July every summer, but they backed it up this year to the first 2 weeks of August. Last year we only had 1 week of shutdown, then we had to schedule our second week of vacation, to our convenience. Me, I'd rather get it done all over in once in the summertime, Now, next year I'll have 20 years in. I think if I remember, I get a third week of vacation then. And then they wonder why I die laughing when people talk about how bad they got it here. It's like, dude, it's like over in some places in Europe, you start out with a mandatory 28 days of paid leave. Here, you got to wait 20 years just to get 3 weeks. The only cool thing to see in Lima, I'm thinking of something. Hang on. Nah, like I said, I'm not more of a homebody. I don't like to travel really. So, sometimes we'll take a trip maybe to the, North America, which is just over the border in Indiana. Sometimes we'll take a look around for thrift stores. Like I said, I find a lot of great props in thrift stores for cheap. Like I have a Clone Trooper helmet at home that I found on the way home from one of our things at a thrift store for $3. Okay. The thing about Lima is it is still a major railway hub, and somewhere near where I'm sitting right now is the General Dynamics plant where they manufacture the M1A1 Abrams assault tank, the main battle tank. And you don't want to see my bed. The only thing, hell, my cat's not even in the bed anymore. He's in my chair. That little shit. Oh, well. Well, not little. He's like 22 inches long, not including his tail, which is a mile long itself. And he weighs about 12 and a half pounds. Big shit. Meanwhile, Sophie was about 5 pounds. She was more compact. Yeah, there's very little, if nothing. Like I said, people have been going nuts about the Doctor Who thing. That was SDCC, and I'm like, guys, it's mainly there for like comics, I think audios and things like that. There's no show presence there this year. Silo, never saw it. Okay, I keep hearing about it, but I've never watched it. Yeah, I heard about that idiot, yeah, who put a bunch of balloons and flew off in a lawn chair. Yeah, I never got into Disenchantment. It just didn't really work for me. I'm just crying because we're already through the first half of the last season. Well, the first part of the latest seasons of the Witcher. Volume 2 comes out on the 27th, I believe they said. And I finished Fallout I don't know how many times. See, the thing about Fallout is I've been building settlements. I got the regular settlements. I got settlement mods. I'm probably well over 40 settlements right now that I watch over. And what I've been doing lately is I just go back to the settlements and I put in little bits here and there, decorate the places. And then, of course, you have random attacks. Plus, I've updated a lot of the enemies in there, make them a bit tougher to fight. But once you reach level 250, there's really nothing in the game that can kill you. there's still some things out there that can beat the crap out of me, but not really do any fatal damage, in that game. So, oh, well, I just looked at the time. I am a minute overdue to head for the door. So take care, everybody. We'll catch you all on the flip side. See you all later. Like I said, remember, after this week, we're off for 2 weeks. I'll try to pop in on you on occasion, but like I said, it's mainly my 2 weeks to decompress. So